Hey, this is John Young. Today we're looking at a corded snow thrower here from YERYORK. Now this is a 15 amp snow thrower here. Just gonna pop it open. I'm just gonna kind of go through the whole thing, and then we're gonna take it outside because we've got snow out there. When you first open it up, it's all in the box and such, all packed together nicely. Now there's not a lot of assembly for things like this. Generally what it is we pop it out, the handle gets put into place, chute gets put into place, and off we go. So we're just going to kind of do this together. Some packing foam. The handle is in a couple of different pieces. So we've got the actual handle with the control. We've got the extension that'll probably bolt in about like so. So we'll have a couple of bolts we're going to have to put together. Then we have the chute adjustment. And then you've got the handle there, and then the little extension part of that. So we're just going to kind of move some of the things off to the side. We have the quick hand nuts for putting everything together. On the other side is our little instruction kit, and then there's the unit itself. Now this is, I mentioned, a 15 amp unit. What that means is it's a corded, that it needs to be plugged in to the side of your house or garage or wherever, utilizing an outdoor outlet. Ideally, that it has the GFI right there, so if it does pop the GFI, you are close enough to it to be able to redo it. So we've got our chute, and we're probably going to need to take it apart a little bit so we can tip it over. And we can line everything back up again. And it's adjustable. Obviously, it's a manual adjustment. Now on the back, we've got the mounting handle where everything else will get mounted to. And of course, this is the very end of the handle. The cords are already here. And here is our cord to plug it in. And it is a two-prong. You can see it right there. But we need to put the extension on first. Now I took all the plastic off the handles, and now we'll put everything together. The middle handle will be our first item that we have to install. There's one side that's got kind of an indentation, and the other side that does not. The does not side will be the up that we want for this. And then it just goes on the outside of the lower handle. And then we have our big hand nuts right here. Now the inside, where we're going to be running the bolt through, has a square hole. Oops, I wiggled around too terribly much. So we've got one in. Let's get both of them in, and then we can put the nuts on them. But it's square on the inside, so when we use our carriage bolt, that it will hold the bolt as we hand tighten the nut. And these, of course, can be loosened to tip the handle for storage, or to take the handle off if you really wanted to. Now we have the little handle that handles the chute. Now with the extension, it all will go to give you that ability to move the chute. So what we need to get the extension first to go right through. So we pull the hairpin out, and then we put the pin in through the hole in the extension one. Now we're going to see if we can slide this forward just a little bit. Now the handle itself will come in from the bottom. It will go into the middle handle from the bottom side. So we take the wing nut off, and then we can take the washer and the lock washer off, and they will go on top. And then once you've got this in, and you put the wing nut on, and again, it's coming from the bottom side. Now if we can get the threads started. There we are. You can snug that up, and you can slide the handle up a little bit because it slides through. And then you can line the handle up with the extension, get the hole because the extension has the threaded part, and then you can put them back together. Now, there aren't any lock washers or anything on this part, so I would recommend getting this one kind of snug, because that could loosen up and come out. And if it's done right, everything should turn. It could turn the chute roughly 180 degrees from left to right. All right, so we have our middle handle on. Now we need to add the end. So we have a couple of additional pieces. We have a little clip to hold our power cord that goes from the handle to onto the unit. And then another one that actually handles the electricity going in, a little cord clip. This one has to be threaded on to the handle right away before we put the top handle on. So we're just going to put that on there. Thread that through. That handle on that side can just kind of dangle for a second. Gonna get this started. And then we can come and get the other side assembled. Now on the top ones, I put those on the inside. The bottom ones I put on the outside, because there are times when I'm out blowing snow and I'm blowing past bushes or something. I would rather limit the amount of stuff that I could catch my things on the outside. So I'm going to put these knobs on the inside. I don't think they're going to interfere with anything on the inside. And then I have the ability to keep my cord all tucked in. And again, because of going past some shrubbery, this will hopefully keep all of those wires contained on the inside except for our main power wire, which is right here. And that will get clipped. It'll go on and it'll be clipped on that little clip right here, and everything should work up there really well. But now that we have everything assembled, we'll tighten everything up. And that's pretty much all there is for assembly. You can see the auger. It has a couple of lights. It's not plugged in right now, but we have our impeller right here. This is a single stage, so this grabs and throws and does all of the work of helping to pull you through the snow. It has a little cutter edge down here, and it looks like it has screws on it, so it is replaceable. So it's all assembled, ready to go. We're going to get the cord, we're going to get it plugged in, and we're going to take it outside and see what we can do in the snow. We had about 3 to 4 inches, and it kind of blew in just a little bit right in front of the building here on the cement. So I'm going to take this out there, and we're going to see what kind of a job this will do in that amount of snow. Typically, though, if you are in heavier snow, it will be able to handle about a 10-inch deep snowdrift. Somewhere in that ballpark is what it's advertised as doing. And it has a 20-inch wide clearing path. So let's get the jacket on, get the cords, and head outside. All right, so we're out here. We've got the YERYORK single stage snow thrower here. Gonna get the chute to splash it out to the side. I only have a 25-foot cord here. My longer ones are up in the house, and I want to get some snow blown here because it's kind of a mess to walk back and forth. And then I'll get a longer one as I go farther. But this will give you guys at least an idea of what it can do. We've got our operator presence handle. We push the button. And this is one of the things I like about electric, is that I can pull it back, let it go, let it shut off, pull it back, get it into position, tell my dog to get out of there, go, go. And then I can be ready to go for the second round. Now, one thing about it, it is really lightweight. I mean, very, very lightweight. That's good and bad. Good from the standpoint it makes it easier to maneuver, but when you get into some snow, it will kind of be pulling itself or helping pull itself along, but it will kind of shift back and forth. And that for most people is probably better to be lightweight than not. Now I'm getting to the edge of my concrete. We only have about an 8-foot spot here. So this pass will be getting into some of the gravel that's along the edge of it. So let's kind of see how this is going to work, because generally single stage and gravel don't play well together. So what I did with that one is I was kind of lifting it up almost off the wheels when I was on the cement. When I got to the edge of the cement, I was kind of picking it up a little bit, just a hair bit, but making it so that it was riding on the wheels. Now I believe this pass should be fully in the gravel. And that it was. It was definitely in the gravel, a lot more there. And it can do it. I mean, a single stage, if you take your time and don't go down to the bottom, it'll definitely be able to do some gravel surfaces, grass on the edge of cement. If you need to go into the grass just a little bit, it definitely can do it. It got right down to the cement. The impeller is replaceable. The scraper bar on the bottom is replaceable. Really, it's there as a good little unit for most homeowners. And obviously, I can't see it from my perspective, but the headlights, they turn on. You guys probably got to see those, the little headlights on for that early morning or the late evening blowing of snow. Well, I'm a little bit of a snowy mess here. I'm going to do the other side, get that done, and then get a longer cord to go out and do a little bit more in this parking area. We'll put a link in the description below so you can check this out. This is our little YERYORK 20-inch, 10-inch for volume snow thrower, single stage, for a homeowner who needs something just to do a little sidewalk here and there, and you can have the power from the house to power it. I think this would be a great option. This is John Young. Link in the description below. Thanks for watching. Get out of there.